This play is incredibly different from anything I've ever directed. The way the characters interact with each other, with the person in the room, but they're also interacting with people who are in completely different rooms and different locations that they're not even aware that they're interacting with. But the playwright has sort of forced them together into one world that only the audience is party to.
I was in a family where I felt like they were birds on a wire. They were constantly chattering and not necessarily achieving the results they were hoping for. And I looked out my window one day and I watched a bunch of parakeets being really noisy on a wire, and I thought I could write about my family this way.
Things start to shift in many ways. Different things come up that have been ignored for a long time, and I think I am trying to keep it all together and make it better than it was before.
And the nice thing about the character Robert, he's retired now, and he's made the decision to go do what he wants to do, which is bird watching and basically distancing himself from all this insanity.
It's been absolutely fun, and it resembles our own lives so closely. You start to see like, whoa, it's a different subject, but the same relationship.
And we have found so much of that commonality where everybody's been like, oh, this is the exact situation with my family. Or if it's not exact, there's something very, very close. We can all relate to the things that are happening in this family.
I think we get used to our own brand of crazy in our families, so it's always fun to really get to dive into someone else's version of that and see how it kind of plays out in their world.
I think it's been really rewarding finding these deeper connections and creating these family relationships, because I see a lot of similarities in my own family.
I would have to say the biggest thing for me is just the underlying current. We like to act and say everything's perfect and it's great, and it's not. Family isn't, it's valleys, it's mountains, and finding and discovering that and keeping that very real and keeping that texture there has been the process.
This play is specifically universal, and the fact that it's very specific, meaning it really was written after people that she knew. But at the same time, I think audiences are going to see themselves and their families on stage and be able to relate to it.